Welcome back to Parent Squad. New Year's Eve is approaching, and we know that looks different for everyone. And if your days of partying till the ball drops have been replaced with little ones and a night at home, don't worry, because it can still be fabulous. It can still be fun. Sarah Harker from the CityMoms is here with all the ways to make the celebration memorable for the entire family. I just feel like I have such good memories with my mom being home with us on New Year's Eve. My dad that worked later would rush home. He got off work at 10, so he'd rush home to be with us. And it was just so fun because you want to make the vibe festive and everything.
Yeah, I think it's honestly very underrated to be at home.
I think so.
But you know, I love my pajamas.
Yes, me too.
And my cozies. So
That's
I think
why we're people.
Exactly. There's so many ways that you can make it fun at home too for your family. I love that you have that memory from 10 o'clock. First of all, like that's so late. I think my mom had us thinking it was midnight at like 7 p.m. and I didn't realize it till high school for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little hack for you.
Love it.
But I brought a whole bunch of things to show you how to make it festive at home.
Well, let's dive right in.
The first thing is this little box. So this is kind of our surprise box for the kids. If you want to be the cool aunt or you've got older kids, this is a fun way to go. Meyer made it really easy on me, and I just went and grabbed some curtains that are already put together. If you want to keep it even easier, just grab some streamers and throw it up yourselves.
Yes.
But the key here is letting loose a little bit, getting the kids involved, not making it be perfect, and then you're going to have a blast. Also, make it easier on yourself, a balloon pump.
Yes, I've seen that. It's just like a handheld pump.
Yeah, put your kids to work and don't give them a pump. Make them blow them all up so they go to bed faster, but you use the pump. And then, of course, New Year's Eve cannot be complete without some silly string and glow bracelets, necklaces.
Glow, okay.
This
and then
does stain.
Does that clean? Okay, you should be aware that, okay.
I knew that you were going to ask me.
Oh, yeah, I was like, how do you clean that up? You know, I like easy things that can be put together, cleaned up, and they're not there. So
this is
maybe you silly string, maybe you don't. Yeah, maybe you send the kids outside, they play with it. But I love the idea of the glow sticks. That's really fun. Because then if you cut all the lights off, you put some candles on for the adults and glow sticks for the kids.
Right.
I love stuff like that.
And you have a little one.
Yes.
So even including him and starting those traditions, these are really fun in the bathtub.
True.
You know, that's a fun thing to have the lights off and a little bath New Year's Eve party.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
But not for the little ones.
Yes.
I grabbed this giant art kit, and it has absolutely all sorts of fun things to keep them entertained.
I'll hold it here so they can get a shot of it.
Yeah,
while you tell us what's in there.
Everything you could possibly think of. So there's felt, there's little balls here that I have sparkling.
It's just a really big art kit.
So many things. So keeping those kids occupied, set an alarm. So every 45 minutes or depending on how long you're up, you've got something going off saying, okay, next activity, and get them really excited.
Yes, I see it's a lot of little pieces. So certainly for the older kids, but you know, what are they supposed to make? Just whatever comes to mind?
Yeah, whatever they want. You can have them making signs for the new year, their own noisemakers, necklaces.
I love that.
Make it memorable.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll tilt that up so they can see everything that's in that box. I know they're trying to grab shots. I just love that you be able to kind of allow the kids have their moment of creativity.
Yes, we're letting loose.
Super fun. Yes.
For a minute.
Absolutely.
One way to keep that contained too is just to choose one room. That's a fun hack that Janine taught me from CityMoms, our chief mom officer. Just keep it in one spot and make that your wild spot, and then it's not quite so hard on you cleaning up.
And I think to just have a moment, like like you have to get your mind ready as a parent. Like, I'm gonna embrace the chaos. It's 2 hours. It will be worth it. And then we're gonna put all that stuff away until next time.
And maybe an extra glass of champagne before you get out all the mess.
I love it. So everyone's having fun, right?
Exactly.
Okay, what else?
So I brought some of these neato little stress relievers. I love the snowball one. You can open that if you want and try it out. Another fun way, if you've ever seen like the long car ride hacks, those apply here as well. Anytime you're putting in a lot of time keeping people entertained, having just little things like this to unwrap whenever that timer goes off is another fun one.
So it's like a stress ball. No. Oh, I see what you're doing. Something to do here. It's a stress ball, but it's not the typical one that you get at the office party. It's like
it's addicting.
Yeah, it's like a different kind of texture, just to describe it at home. You got to see it to experience it.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
And then another fun thing to do while you're doing the opening there is tee up the TV. You can do that little trick that my mom did for all of those years of having an earlier midnight. There's
Oh, I love that.
YouTube, Netflix, we've got Bluey, which is always a favorite to do a countdown, and you can still count it down. We'll just, the pretend midnight
Yeah.
is really my favorite
Oh,
of mine.
yes. My 2-year-old will, well, he's less than 2, but he will not be up. Yeah.
No. Will you?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on who all else is around.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then you absolutely don't want to miss catching this on camera. I just have a cheap tripod here. You can grab that off Amazon or Walmart, you know, anywhere really quickly, and make a little photo booth with some of the things they set up before.
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that so fun? And then with
Yes.
the necklaces or whatever they've made, that's a really fun way to do it. And definitely don't miss your cheers.
Okay.
So we've got some mocktails over here.
Now, I told you I have such fond memories. The sparkling grape juice, that was certainly our thing.
Always.
It's in a little fancy cup at home. And honestly, I might do that now. You know, people aren't drinking
know.
like they used. Some are, some aren't.
Yeah.
Many aren't. So
Well, you
that's
don't
cool.
have to go too wild with that. I'm
Yeah.
like you. I love the Welch's grape juices. It's just that memory that's
Yeah.
really fun. But we also have some sodas that you can just throw cherries in.
Yeah, it's also kind of hard to drink with your kids.
Yeah, true.
When you have a toddler running around, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Oh, wait, and before we go, we wanted people to see our 2026 here because you said that it lights up, it kind of makes everything festive,
Yeah.
and then it's just a cool way.
It's another way we're
have
keeping things
decor.
easy. You know, grab some cupcakes from the grocery store and throw some of these fun sparklers in. You light those babies and they're going everywhere. It's a really special sparkler, good finale for the evening.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We got everything?
I think we do. Oh, we've got one more thing here. This is just a little journal, having some journals for your kids to write out what they've loved about their year, and of course you take place with that as well.
Yeah.
And having that to save is so special with
Yeah.
their little writing.
Well, it's teaching your children to be reflective, appreciative, have gratitude. Maybe it's a good wind down moment. You know, if your kids have been up playing it with, you know, noisemakers or whatever and screaming Happy New Year. Okay, everyone, let's sit down. Let's write a few
Exactly.
things. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have more info with Sarah at WTHR.com/Parent Squad. You can find more info about the City Moms and Sarah. Still ahead, if you are looking to ring in the new year and the new you, we've got some great healthy options to get 2026 started off just right.